Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. Good afternoon, good evening to a lot of you guys out there. Later stream today, I had a very busy morning, but I want to talk to you guys about CRO, Cronos chain, some of the memes on Cronos chain, and the entire crypto ecosystem. I will focus in here on Cronos towards the end and out of the gates here, but I want to talk about the opportunity right now. There is a lot going on in this very moment. And at this very moment, Bitcoin is dipping. Why is this happening? What is going on right now? What's happening this week? Well, a lot is happening. We got an FOMC meeting, which I'm going to live stream for you guys later this week. We had the Bitcoin Nashville Conference, the largest Bitcoin event in the world that happened just this last weekend with some of the biggest statements we've ever heard about this asset class happen. So smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome back. Shout out to BSS. Shout out to Chicken Taco, Marlon. We got Coin Baron. We got all y'all in the chat. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So a lot to get through. A lot of news. A lot of great news. Some scary news. We'll talk about it all. So let's hop in and get right to it. Let me go ahead and share my screen for you guys because Bitcoin. Oh, I'm going to come back to that later. Let's start off with the charts, okay? So we'll start off with what's moving today, what's shaking. If you're looking at the fear and greed index, we are greedy. Why are we greedy? Well, Bitcoin was at $70,000 this morning. This morning it was at $70,000, back down to 67, which is okay. I'm not worried about that. In fact, it makes a lot of sense because we had a very bullish event over the weekend. It was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. Even though he came out, and he, as in Donald Trump, came out and said, hey, we're going to do a strategic reserve as the United States of Bitcoin. Everybody's looking forward to this. We got a huge pump. And then everybody's like, okay, he said it, bullish. So what happened? A lot of people opened up some leveraged longs, right? And so now today, if we look at this liquidation, actually, I don't want to look at the liquidation heat map. What I want to look at is just the straight liquidations. What you will see today is $112 million wrecked, and probably more. We'll see some of the data tomorrow, but there was some longs squeezed today. Why? Because the most bullish news we've really ever heard about this asset class going into possibly one of the most bullish bull markets we've ever seen was just announced. So people were like, oh, I'm opening up a long. You look at the price of Bitcoin here and you'll see, oh, Bitcoin, beautiful. Look at this. We've been stuck for so long. If everybody's excited, right? You look at this and you go, oh, okay, Bitcoin came up into this range. We've been trading sideways for 161 days. We came out below the range. We broke back up into the range. And then we even tested our 2021 high again. Donald Trump came out and said, we're going to make a strategic reserve for Bitcoin. So did RFK Jr. We've got other news talking about how then Hong Kong even came out and they said that they wanted to do a strategic reserve for Bitcoin, which I'm going to talk to you guys about in a second, somewhere in here in this. Boom. Hong Kong lawmaker follows Trump proposing strategic Bitcoin reserve. All this bullish news gets people all excited and they open along and then they get wrecked because they're seeing us approaching our previous all-time high at 2021. They're seeing us hit the top of this range, thinking we're going to break through because how could it not? That's the most bullish news we've ever had for this asset class. And you see, Bitcoin was previously at 73K. People are like, okay, we're going to go all the way to 73K. I said, hey, this could happen. But the reality is we kind of have to watch and see what happens at 70K first, right? That is resistance. These things are very simple, my friends. Very simple. In TA, you have support, which would be, in this case, 61,000. And you have resistance, which would be 69 or almost $70,000. And this previous high at about $69,000 back from the 2021 highs. So we're just seeing resistance here. Very, very common sense. And we also have the FOMC meetings coming up, which people are probably a little bit scared for good reason, because this FOMC meeting is happening on the 30th and 31st. And there's a countdown right now in 1 day, 20 hours, and 19 minutes. So basically 2 days from now, we are going to see Federal Chair Jerome Powell this Wednesday come out, and he is going to make a decision. And they're going to announce what their choice is, whether they're going to pause the interest rates or they're going to lower them. The odds are saying 95% chance that nothing's going to happen. He is going to do a Fed rate pause, which people are just anticipating that news. The Trump news is over. That's come and gone. People bought the rumor. They're selling the news. Now there's fear. There's economic data coming out this week. We're going to see how the economic data plays out. If it's good data in terms of if the economy's suffering, that would be good data actually for markets. We could get a good pump. So we got to see how this data comes out and how this FOMC meeting plays out. And this is something to consider. But I also want you guys to remember that in September, there is a chance that we could see a Fed rate pivot. As you'll see here, there's a good chance right now that we stay within the 525 to 550 point range, which is exactly where we're at right now. And then in September, there's a 90% chance that the markets think we're going to go down by 0.25%. That would be bullish. So maybe we are buying the rumor up to that event, right? Buying the hype leading up to that next Fed rate hike. This is all very, very important. So I'll get to Cronos in a bit, guys. I do want to talk about the broader market because if you're trying to figure out what's going on with Cronos, well, you need to figure out what is happening in the overall market. Now, if you look at Crocoin versus Bitcoin, historically, you are at an all-time low, which means the time to buy this coin is now, in my opinion, right? We are going to have a moment in this crypto market where we are going to see these market caps for crypto overall go well past $3 trillion, up to $6 or $10 trillion. You don't know where it's going to go. You know it's going to go up because of what we see playing out. Historically, CRO's valuation versus Bitcoin is at its low, which means it's probably just got upside from here in general. Could we go a little lower? Certainly. But I'm looking at a couple resistances. One is a 4x versus Bitcoin to the upside. And then my most bullish target is, now at this point, a 12x versus Crocoin versus Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes parabolic, and I even have this altcoin season now, guys, when Bitcoin breaks, maybe not right this second, but when Bitcoin breaks through the $73,000 level and this total market cap breaks out, all those coins that I have on my thumbnail, I'm bullish on. And some of the ones that I don't even have on my thumbnail, right? Even XRP, right? Which we've talked about a lot. Jasmy, I've talked about that one a lot. A lot of these coins, meme coins, funny memes like Welsh, right? Caspa, I've talked a lot about Caspa. Solana, very bullish on Solana, even though it already had a fantastic mega move from the bottom of the bear market, right? All these coins, CRO included, would have a massive move to the upside. I'm going to come back to Cronos at the end of this and talk about the Cronos memes, as I know of a lot of people probably want some updates on some of those. So if you guys are just joining us, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We got 33 folks watching on YouTube right now, only 12 on X. If you're watching on X, go ahead and retweet this out. Let's get some more viewers on X and get into some of the big stories for the day. Shout out to all y'all in the chat. Servando Estrada, Doc Denzel Joe. We got Carlito Figueroa in the chat. Love saying that name. Chris Lauer. CRO has been the worst investment decision I've ever made in my life. And you know what? You must have bought the highs. You must have bought the highs. That's when you DCA, because the truth is CRO has not been a top performer compared to a lot of these other coins. I will come out and say that. And if you look at its valuation versus Bitcoin, it's true. You would have been better off buying Bitcoin. That's a fact. That's just how it is at this point in the bear market. But there's going to be a time where altcoins rally against Bitcoin, as we've seen in the past, and that will come at some point if history is any indication of what comes in the future. And there will be a moment where Crocoin all of a sudden does amazing moves versus Bitcoin. At this point, it's been painful. I hear you. We had the most exciting thing about CRO has been the meme coin mania that happened. So I hear what you were saying. But the key is this total market cap, which still is not achieved in high. And a lot of the altcoins like CRO that a lot of people are holding out there, probably some of the metaverse tokens, right? Even some of the gaming tokens have really struggled. And we are waiting for that. The most profitable coins have been like Solana, Caspa, a couple meme coins. There's been a couple AI plays that have popped off, a couple other gems in here. But there's really been a lot of struggling coins. Truthfully, though, you could have made a ton of money on CRO if you had just bought in the middle of the bear market. Because at one point, guys, this coin was down to 4 cents. It's currently at 8 cents. That's a 2x. Doubling your money is not bad. At one point, this thing was up to 20 cents. You could have bought it at 4 cents, sold it at 20 cents, and that's over a 4x. So there are opportunities in here. You got to take profit along the way at times, or just DCA in hopes that maybe we do get this move of Crocoin versus Bitcoin. But I do hear where you are coming from. Anyway, I want to look at some of the top gainers and top losers, as we're going to be patient with a lot of these altcoins because there is an altcoin season coming. When? Could be very soon. Maybe not right now, like a lot of people are waiting for. A lot of people are wondering, when's that altcoin season coming? When's that altcoin season coming? It all depends on Bitcoin. But what's moving today? Let's talk a little bit about it. So at the top of the charts, we have Book a Meme, the Boom. It's another meme token. You got Mog, a meme token. We got Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash rallying and other memes. Brett, we got Maker, which is a borrowing and lending protocol, I believe, on Ethereum, a big coin as well. Aave, a big Ethereum protocol, rallying as well. I wonder how the Ethereum ETFs are doing today. Actually, I don't hear a lot of conversation about Ethereum ETFs. It's almost if no one cares that the Ethereum ETFs are live right now. But this is the reason I believe that you see Maker and Aave going up right now, because the Ethereum ETFs are live. I think this is bullish for the Ethereum ecosystem. Over the last 7 days, we've had a couple great movers. Shout out to Jaspa coin holders. If you didn't see the video earlier, my partner Black Sea did a video on Jupiter earlier. You should check it out. He talks about how Jupiter could flip the market cap of Uniswap. That's a 15x, guys. Check out that video if you haven't done so already. Jupiter could have some huge gains potentially in the future of this bull market. Caspa is up over the last 7 days. Jasmy is up over the last 7 days. They're both on the thumbnail, guys. I've been doing videos on those for a while now. We've been talking about these. I think these coins have a tremendous amount of upside as well. Alongside CRO, the Cronos ecosystem, as long as CRO can pump, the Cronos ecosystem can have some good plays as well. Maybe even in the memes, we've seen like a meme coin mania in this space a lot. Let's see what's down over the last 7 days. Celestia is down. Big discount for this coin for those of you guys excited about that. AVAX is way down. Huge opportunity if you want to DCA into AVAX. In fact, AVAX is probably a fantastic buy at these price levels. The 12th biggest crypto in the world, down 15% over the last 7 days after all this bullish news. I don't know. I think that's undervalued. A lot of good discounts, guys, over the last 7 days. 13, 12% gains. Floki's a big meme that we typically see pump, down 12.74% today. So a lot of these things are down. We're not seeing Cronos as a big bleeder or a big gainer at any point lately, right? It's just been calm to flat. Some people call it a stable coin as a joke. I think at some point in the future, it's going to have a huge move. Crypto.com is a major exchange. They're advertising everywhere. I think it's going to be huge. They're the ones that got Bitcoin on the Las Vegas Sphere, and I think a lot of people are missing out on that. So I'm excited about it. Shout out to John316, by the way. But the name of the game is, why is Bitcoin coming down today? It's because of liquidations, right? Greedy leverage that came out. We cannot forget, guys, what the future projections of this market is. A $200,000 to $400,000 Bitcoin would be huge. And just to imagine, if Cronos really does get a 4x versus Bitcoin, if Bitcoin goes from 60K to 200K, that's a 4x. 4 times 4, guys, you're looking at huge gains, okay? You're looking at potentially big gains, 16x move for CRO coin versus Bitcoin. Guys, that is a big move. If Bitcoin 4x's, guys, CRO coin could easily 16x, and I think it could do more. Honestly, guys, I think that this thing could easily, do this 12x, 12 times 4. You're looking at over 100x gains for CRO coin. It could happen. A lot of people are doubting it. There's capitulation happening. I know it. People are calling it the worst investment. They're selling it. But that's going to happen with a lot of these coins. And then all of a sudden, it's going to go up. That's what happens with a lot of meme coins as well. That's what happens with a lot of the top coins, like, some of these coins that, maybe haven't rallied yet, like Avalanche still has a lot of upside potentially in the future. We see a lot of these other top projects from the last bull market that still haven't rallied. Cardano still has yet to have a big move. I think we're going to see a lot of these coins move. XRP's waiting on a big move. So we're looking for, even Solana hasn't hit a new all-time high yet. We've got a lot of bull market left, my friends. And I just think that a lot of people are going to miss out. I know people are capitulating right now, getting fearful, but I think the time is now. I think that this bull market is just about to really kick off because of all the news that we are seeing. So Bitcoin turns lower as investors digest everything that Donald Trump and RFK said over the weekend, and they are fearful, again, because of these central bank meetings and this FOMC meeting coming up very, very soon. But I'll tell you guys, Hong Kong lawmakers following in offering and proposing a strategic Bitcoin reserve, RFK came out, guys, and he said that he wanted the United States government to buy 4 million Bitcoin. There's only 21 million Bitcoin in existence. If just 5 other countries come out and buy as much Bitcoin as the US, guess what? That is all the Bitcoin in the world, minus 1 million, okay? That is 20 million Bitcoin. What will the price of Bitcoin be if all the Bitcoin are bought? It's going to be huge. It's going to be trillions of dollars in market cap. The market cap of gold is $13 trillion. One day, I believe that Bitcoin is going to shatter that valuation. And maybe this could be the super cycle because of this conversation we're seeing about strategic reserve. People are saying Bitcoin's better than gold. It's miraculous. Big markets like Hong Kong, like the US, are looking at using strategic reserves of Bitcoin. Wow is all I can say. You cannot be bullish enough. This meeting is going to be huge, so we're going to keep an eye. Again, I will do a live stream talking more about this as the news is breaking. And when Fed Chair Jerome Powell is speaking, it's a crazy time for volatility. If you guys want to trade the volatility in some of the altcoins like Stacks, or maybe you would just want to trade some Bitcoin, you can sign up using our link. I pinned it in the comment section for you guys down below. If you want to trade the volatility on some of these speeches, you just look and what happened actually. Like, here's a good example. Look what happened during the Donald Trump speech. This was the move that happened during the Donald Trump speech. These are the 15-minute candles. Donald Trump started speaking, and the price crashed. Then he said strategic reserve, and the price went from 66,000 all the way to 69K. That's a significant move that if you're using some leverage, you can make a quick trade on that. Now, that's risky. Same thing with trading during the FOMCs, but if you're in and out really quick, you could make some good money. You could check that out down below if you haven't taken advantage of that. But be careful, okay? Please be careful with some of that. Another prediction I have, and I did a video that you guys should check out. There's some memes and some altcoins within the Stacks ecosystem that I am starting to look into and pay attention to again. As the overall market cap breaks out, I'm looking at the top volume tokens. I'm not going to get into this specifically right now, but I'm posting a video later for you guys tonight. You should watch the Stacks video, guys. I'm telling you, Stacks is my #1 pick for this bull market in terms of the most secure asset that I feel confident in for the best gains with the least amount of risk. That's my personal pick. That is not financial advice, but I did just buy a tremendous amount of Stacks tokens. I announced it later in this video. You'll see exactly how many Stacks tokens I bought just in the last couple of days. I came across some good money with my job, so I accumulated more because I believe the time is now for crypto to go to the moon. Follow the Stacks account. Keep an eye on it. The Nakamoto upgrade's coming. Bitcoin bull market's coming. Let's talk about the Cronos memes a little bit. Crow with knife, back at the top of the charts on Deck Screener. It is the #1 meme on Cronos. Mary is right now the #2 meme on Cronos. And the #3 meme is not necessarily Moon, though Moon is a utility token for a very wonderful DEX aggregator on Cronos. I'm glad to see this coin's actually doing very well. Trying to do very well, having a nice recovery. This coin could be pretty good in the future. Shout out to Alex, the creator of the Wolf Swap DEX, a good aggregator. I like it a lot. For Cronos, we had him on the channel once. He was super nice, super well spoken. So shout out to him. But the top 3 tokens, guys, VVS Finance, the largest DEX on Cronos, is still talking about these memes. It is still in their banner, and so they are clearly focused on these memes. And you'll see in the Meme Mania, the top tokens for the week's meme party are Caw, Mary, and Corgi. These are the most popular tokens on Cronos. These are the ones that in a Cronos coin bull market, these are the ones that are going to pump the most, in my opinion. Caw, Mary, and Corgi AI. Some of the other ones could rip. Some of them could do more percentage gains. But in the long term, I think that these are going to be the top memes on this chain into the future. There could be some others that come up into the ranks, but by far and large, the community has voted. These are the most popular. These are the ones that I'm most confident in and I feel the most secure on. But remember, guys, these are memes. And so memes are volatile. Memes could go away. The hype could die down. I don't think that they'll go away. I think these coins have a bright future for this bull market. But we're going to need to see Cronos start to rally. And you got to remember, guys, if you look at the total value locked up in DeFi overall, we're looking at $99 billion into the DeFi space. You're seeing the chart come up. This chart looks very similar, right? It's very, very similar to the total market cap for crypto because they are going to follow in suit. As more money gets invested in cryptocurrencies and the total market cap for crypto goes up, the total value locked up in the DeFi ecosystem can climb as well. And this just makes sense. And so for those of you guys out there that are trying to, you're giving up maybe on Cronos, right? You're giving up on maybe some of these other big chains like Avalanche, which I know I was hyped, not as hyped right now, just like Cronos, right? There's still a whole bull market ahead of us, guys. There's still a whole bull market ahead of us. If you look at Cronos, you will see right now, it is all the way down to rank number 20. At one point, this was a top 10 chain. Now, remember, it came out in the peak of the bull market in 2021. It hasn't even had a full-fledged bull market to have growth, have excitement. I think Crypto.com is putting a tremendous amount of investment into this. So is Cronos Labs. They could have a successful chain. I think it's easy to use. I think there's a lot of great chains out there, and I don't think there's any one chain that's just going to be the end-all, be-all. Though Solana has the most excitement, there's going to be competing chains. Base chain has a lot of excitement. Avalanche certainly has some. I've used Polygon too. That's super cheap and super fast as well. Bitcoin's got a growing DeFi network. I'm bullish on Stacks, which is climbing as well in the ranks. Where's Stacks right now? Stacks is ranked number 42. I think this is going to be a top 10 DeFi sector at some point in this bull market. So there's so many opportunities, guys, and I am just so excited for this bull market. And you can keep checking out for what the largest gainers are. Do some research, dig in to some of these coins, because I think the time is now. I think we got a tremendous amount of upside in the future. Maybe it's a meme coin, maybe it's a utility token, maybe it's just Bitcoin, right? But you got to do the research. You got to, if you're giving up right now, which I know some people are, you're going to miss the best part of the bull market, which is the parabolic move to the upside. Maxi says this one a lot. 80% of the bull market happens in the last 20% of, the time of the bull market. I think that's something along the lines of, right? In other words, when the markets really go and when the best time to be in the crypto market happens, it's a short window of time. Cronos seems to perform best in that window of time. So we're still kind of waiting for that window of time. Let's do a little bit of Q&A. How's everybody doing? Take some questions from all y'all out there as I just ranted at you for about 20 minutes. Let's see what's going on in the chat and how the fam is doing. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Solid Snake TV is asking about Caw and Mary. Yeah, look, I'll tell you, I'm bullish on Caw and Mary. Right now, we're just consolidating. We're still stuck. We're still stuck around here. Looking at Caw, kind of slow trickle down. It hasn't really fallen off a cliff. Relatively speaking, holding well. Again, if the overall market cap for crypto can go up, that means people are making money. As people make money, they take profits, and then they take those profits and they invest them in other things that they want to make money on. And that's usually how it goes with the meme coins. So you need people to start making money on Bitcoin and some of the top altcoins again. We need the altcoin season to come. That way some of the memes, and we can have a meme coin season can pop off as well. Mary's the same story. Nothing shocking about it. Just waiting. I have people asking me about some of these other coins here. It's all the same story. We just got to wait for a full-fledged altcoin boom, total market cap to go up, and then we could see these Cronos memes probably come back. Not all of them, but the good ones, I would think, are going to have a lot more upside at some point. Could be wrong. Could be right. We'll see how she shakes out. What else we got going on? OG Jerry's trolling me in the chat. Trolling me in the chat, OG Jerry. The GOAT. You're the GOAT, Jerry. You are the GOAT. Chris is like, I'd be happy if I just 1.25x. Hey, a 2x, guys, ain't bad. A 1.25x, 25% gains, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. But we want 10x. We want 100x. We can find it. We can find it, guys. You just got to do the research. You got to do the digging. You got to have the cojones to stick around. It's tough. It's tough to hold those coins that aren't doing what you want them to do. Cronos is one of those that I think is going to be great, and it's hard to hold. It's hard to hold because the price action ain't what it is on Solana, and it ain't what it is on some of these other altcoins. But at some point, it probably will be. It just needs to have that parabolic move, guys. We just need that parabolic overall total market cap move. But the biggest thing here is the FOMC meeting, so I'm looking for that. Shout out to Waldo in the chat. And Trenton Day is asking me about ApeX protocol. I have no idea what that is. Maybe I could check it out. Stargazer says Crow's been a disappointment. I hear you. I hear you. But buckle up. Buckle up. Hard to say when it's going to happen, but I mean, at some point in the bull market, it shall happen. It shall happen. That is the belief. We'll see how she shakes out. I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, wait. What am I doing here? ApeX? What is that? Yeah, so this is a little Q&A now, guys. So throw any questions you got at me. I'd be happy to answer them. If I know the answer. If I don't, That's cool too. This coin. Okay, let's see what we got. So, what even is this thing? That's a lot. Decentralized order book exchange. Interesting. I mean, looks, multi-chain. You could do DeFi trading. A lot of people ask me, I'm getting ripped off on centralized exchanges. Where can you trade? Well, it's places like this. And, there's a ton of exchanges where you can go trade. Some are chain specific, like VVS is a Cronos chain DEX. This one looks like it is across multiple platforms, which is kind of cool. Kind of interesting. Surprised I hadn't heard of this. I'll follow it. I'll check it out. Sounds interesting. I don't know about the token. Let's see how the token's doing. Token's doing pretty well. What's the market cap? Pretty low, 100 million. We'll see. It's on some big exchanges. Bybit and MAXC. So we'll see. Interesting. Very interesting. A lot of Twitter followers as well. But very interesting. Ruben asks, what about ASI? What's going on with ASI? ASI Finance? Doesn't look great. Not even tracked. Too soon. Roger that says price prediction for CRO. I think it can go to $2 to $5. Chris Lauer says, you think CRO will 6x, 16x? What is the catalyst? What's the catalyst for Dog with Hat to go up? What's the catalyst for Pepe? Right? What's the catalyst for Polkadot? What's the catalyst for Cardano? It's the utility token for the chain. It's got a lot of utility within that ecosystem, within the app, and it pumped in the past. Why wouldn't it pump now? If the overall market cap flows up, you got to understand that it's only a $4 billion market cap. There is a chance that $6 trillion flows into crypto. And most coins, whether they're good coins or bad coins, pump in a parabolic bull market. If you honestly believe that CRO coin cannot perform and will not have gains, then you got to look around and see how crypto works. Exchange tokens pump. Why did Binance go up? What's the catalyst for Binance? Oh, they do the burns. Well, that'd be great if CRO did the burns. They don't do the burns. They don't need to do the burns. Burns are helpful. They're a little gimmicky, but they're helpful. It's, I don't have to convince you. I don't have to convince anybody. You don't have to buy CRO. If you don't like CRO, you don't like CRO. That's okay. But if you're going to bet against crypto.com, I don't see that as the wisest decision to bet against them. And I'm not saying you got to be all in on crypto.com. I just believe in CRO. We talk about it a lot. And I know a lot of people are fed up with it, but I think it's going to go up. I do agree with you, though, Chris Lauer, that they should reintroduce the exchange to the U.S. That would be great. So we'll see how she goes. Coin Bear wants to know if I'm going to see the new Wolverine movie. I'd like to. I like Marvel. John316 says, just outside touching grass. It's blazing hot outside. Loving it. I'm just picturing you, John, in like a field of grass, just like touching grass right now? Yeah. Just like, I'm just picturing you touching grass in a field right now. Like the sound of music, like the hills are alive with the sound of touching grass. Stargazer says Jasmine Hughes potential. Absolutely. Absolutely. BSS wants to know 50 cent crow before December. I hope so. I hope so. John 3:16 says, Kip, your daughter will be here soon. Blessings. Keep Mrs. Kip in prayer for a healthy delivery. I appreciate that, John 3:16. Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, I have a daughter on the way. I'm going to be a dad in like, oh man, a month and a half. It's coming. It's crazy. I'm excited. We got the baby room set. Maybe I'll send you guys a picture of it or something on Twitter. It's cool. I'm excited. It's a cute little room for our little girl who's on the way. Gonna be crazy. CG just said, just started using Blowfin, and every time I close an order, it takes 75% of my profits. What? No, that shouldn't be the case. That shouldn't be the case. What are you doing? What are you trading with? That is not how it worked for me. I love Blowfin. It works great. We've been recommending it on the channel. I think it's awesome. Thanks, CG. What are you doing? How do those trades work? Tell me more, or DM me about it if you don't want to get into it. But yeah, no, I haven't had any issues. What are you trading? But no, it should certainly not be doing that. And it has not done that for me. Let's pull Bitcoin, see what's going on. Yeah, so for Bitcoin, guys, pretty straightforward, Easy resistance to see. Totally could have shorted Bitcoin up there. Wouldn't be surprised us to see that get tested again, like soon, maybe during the FOMC meeting, we could test it. There's a chance that the FOMC meeting could crash us down to 61 or break us through to the new high. But these supports are tough. Thanks, Stargazer. Appreciate it. I'm so excited. We got 62 viewers right now. If you haven't done so already, do me a favor. Tap that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. We're expanding. We're talking about a lot of other content. Coins, should I say. Talked a lot about Stacks, Caspa, Jasmine, all doing very, very well as of late. I know Crow's been slow. We talk a lot about Crow on this channel. We're very bullish on it for good reason. It's been slow, but in the meantime, you're making money with some of these other coins. Trade in and out of them if you want, DCA HODL, I like that strategy. You have a set percentage of your portfolio for each of the coins that you like. Getting into these different coins, you got to decide what your percentages are, but it's not all in on one coin. That's why we talk about other coins outside of Crow coin. I know they're very popular videos. A lot of people like to watch the Crow content on this channel, and I'm very bullish on Crow. But you should definitely be watching all the other videos, because if you're not and you're frustrated about Crow, well, get out there, do some research, look at some other coins. Crow coin will pop at some point, but in the meantime, there are opportunities to make money elsewhere as Crow is stagnant. You don't want to miss them. It's not financial advice, but John 316 asks, what's my target for Jasmine? Jasmine got up to $5 at one point in the past. It could get up to $5 in the future. I think 34 cents is certainly on the table. $1, Jasmine, I think it could be a cakewalk. It's not a very big market cap, and if trillions flow into the space, Jasmine could get to $1. It's a hyped up coin. A lot of people like to trade it. A lot of people like to buy it. A lot of Sony executives are behind it. Jasmine is one. And look, maybe you don't believe in Jasmine. Well, there's a lot of coins that I don't believe in that I know are going to pump. And maybe you don't want to play that game, so don't. But maybe you do, and you just want to chase some gains. That's crypto. You don't have to love the coin sometimes, but I prefer loving the coin. And I do like Jasmine a lot, specifically because of the community, because of the hype behind it. The idea is there. I think they got a long way to implement the selling of data, this Internet of Things idea. But I do think that this definitely has a strong place in the market, right? It's a top 50 coin, so it's probably going to do well. G-Man is talking about perp. Are you talking about perpetual trading? No, I don't know what that one is. What is perpy? Oh, purple Pepe. Yikes. Yikes. I don't even want to pull that up. A lot of Pepe mimics out there. Could be good. I don't know. All right, I'll pull it up. We'll look at it really quick. Now you got me curious. Purple Pepe. Ay. A purple Pepe. Yeah. It's a Solana meme. Solana meme. Very tiny. Too tiny. Pass. Pass. You're better off just buying Pepe, I think. Oh, we got a purple Pepe raid going on in the chat. Here we go. Yeah, careful with that one, guys. We got Solana watchers in the chat. You never know. You never know. ORSIS swap. I gotta look at this actually. I like Veller. ORSIS swap. Oh, dude. Get out of here. I don't like it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yikes. Oh, you meant Ordi swap. Yikes. I did not like what came up there. I haven't really used Ordi swap yet. I mean, I like Veller a lot. I like Veller a lot. If you haven't checked out Veller. Alex Labs is cool. I think they're doing better now. It's all right, checkmate. That didn't go very well. What's up? Oh, I can't right now. No. No. All right, guys. I guess we'll leave it on that note. I am bullish, guys. I think the time is now to DCA into your favorite coins. That's all I have for you in this one, though. I am Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash the like if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel, guys. I got a... if you want to trade the volatility in these markets, I do have a referral code for you guys for Blowfin in the chat. So check it out if you haven't done so already. That's all I got in this one. DCA HODL. Until next time, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.